Welcome to my debate of the week, one of two of them, and this is about Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine. Now he's on NXT. Now I'm going to be honest here. Excuse me. The last time I saw NXT was about 5 or 6 months ago. I thought it looks really interesting, but then along with a whole bunch of things that always happen, you got stuff you got to do, and you completely forgot about what you thought was pretty cool. That's what happened with me in NXT. I have seen it a couple of times over the last year, maybe 2 or 3 times in the last year, but I've had stuff to do. And as you know, like when my cat died, and the year before that when I was just getting over my aunt dying and another cat dying, I had a lot on my mind. So a lot of stuff just went to the wayside. But now knowing that Samoa Joe's in NXT in some capacity, I'm more than damn interested. I'm going to give you a little story, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. You can see it right there. Paint your little picture. In around early 2009, I had a biopsy on my hip. Just to figure out what the hell is going on. As I now know, I have a very damaged hip. But at that time, I don't know what the hell was going on. There might have even been cancer in it, but that's what I thought. And my girlfriend at the time, who was very estranged with me, thought. And after I had the biopsy and had to recover from the surgery from it, I was going to physical therapy at a certain place, and less than a couple of blocks away was a video store that had this in the window. And at that time, I didn't really know anything about TNA. I didn't. I had still been watching SmackDown. I couldn't see Raw. And I thought, this looks different. I think I want to find out about this. And once I saw it, the person that I loved next to AJ Styles was a Samoa Joe. And that is where I felt Samoa Joe was a underestimated wrestler. I mean, Joe since 2010, since I've been able to watch TNA, has a great look. He's just a big ass Samoan. He's got some good in-ring work. Admittedly, he should go on should work on his cardiovascular, because he does seem to get tired a little bit more in his older age. He probably needs more cardiovascular. But the point is, I still believe Samoa Joe was a great talent. When I found out he was leaving, I was actually pretty sad to a certain extent. I can understand from hearing the Talk is Jericho review of Samoa Joe. I heard them both talking. And Joe did say on that podcast with Chris Jericho that he might be going to WWE, but he wasn't sure about anything. Nothing was set in stone. Now it's true. Now that podcast was over a month or two old. But seeing that he has gone to NXT, it gives me a lot of interest. Actually want to watch it this Wednesday, because it's being done on a Tuesday. But am I going to be interested in watching NXT in general? Well, I'll give it to you like this. I did look at Unstoppable today. And I'll say this. The product looks better than the last time I saw it. The lights on the walkway having lights like that is very nice. I don't know if they had it before, but seeing that was very nice. Tailoring it, in actuality, I think that WWE should consider that, because they're using metal and they have nothing under it. I feel like when you look at this situation with Samoa Joe, the question is going to be for you. Do you believe Joe is going to go to the main roster? Do you believe that WWE will actually give Samoa Joe, who's actually using his name that he got in ROH, TNA, and now they allowed him to keep it, actually was the wisest thing to do? And even the music, the crappy music they played on Unstoppable, was kind of an offshoot of his original music in TNA. Somewhat. It's very distant from that old song, but it kind of reminds you of it. I believe when you look at Samoa Joe, he could easily go up to the main roster, but I don't know if they'll push him there. For the simple reason, they may consider him a taste of TNA. And when he comes onto the main roster, like it was with ECW, you're going to hear people scream TNA on TV, And I guess they're not going to be too fond of letting TNA have their time. Now, if Vince is smart, he will do like he did with NXT. Not NXT, ECW. I'm getting everything mixed up. I'm sorry. But you get my point. If Vince helps TNA like he did with ECW, I think it would actually be helpful for the company in general. And if Samoa Joe prompts that, if Joe does go to the main roster and show them how to do business, that could happen. Crazier things have happened in the wrestling business. I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen. But this is my feeling about Joe. And him going against Kevin Owens, I'm going to be honest here. Kevin looks tough, but Joe is going to beat the living fuck out of that guy and take the championship. It's going to happen. But I don't believe that's going to happen until maybe next year. And if it is this year, it'll probably be near November and December. But that's my feeling about it. What's yours? So I hope you enjoyed this debate of the week. Please give me a comment below. Watch for the next one. That is going to be on NXT by itself. Nobody I'm talking about in general. Just the developmental. Have a good day and have a good night. Peace out.